What's happening? I'm Iron Man from the music group theLottory, Showtime Records. I am a lifelong Laker and cover everything involved in the NBA, especially Big D. That's the Dallas Mavericks and one Luka Doncic. If you enjoy this type of content, and I know you do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that little notification bell so they send you a message every time I drop a brand new video. Go ahead and like this video and leave a comment in the comment section, especially telling me where you're watching this video from. If you're from NY, California, the great state of Texas, Wurzburg, Germany, home of Maximilian Kleber and Dirk Nowitzki, and of course, Ljubljana, Slovenia. And if you really want to support, go down to the comment section and the link in the description box. Send just $1. That's just $1 to help this channel continue to grow. I appreciate you for doing so. We had the New Orleans Pelicans. We went into the hometown. They had a lot of high hopes before the beginning of the season. All that came crashing, tumbling down because their #1 overall draft pick got injured. Zion Williamson, and then other people got injured on the team. They're the New Orleans Lakers. That's what I like to call them sometimes. But Brandon Ingram has been playing great. Got a little injured, but he's good to go now. Same thing with Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart. But they've been in and out of the lineup, and they still got the stalwart Drew Holiday, former All-Star. So they had some high hopes coming into the season. Unfortunately, their starting center, Derek Favors, who they got in the offseason from the Utah Jazz. He was a free agent. He's been injured of late, so it's totally wrecked their lineup. Now they're starting, I believe, a rookie, Jackson Hayes. He's looked pretty good, but pretty good and great and winning games in the NBA are two totally different things. So remember this, Mavericks fans. We have to play them like 2 more times, later on in the season. I expect Derek Favors and everybody to be healthy in the lineup. May even have some Zion Williams. So this will be a totally different looking ball club whenever we come back to play them again. But that being said, they went in there and I don't want to say took care of business, because it was, as a student of the game as I am, it was difficult to look at because they just weren't hitting shots. It's tough to see people put in the effort and the work, and you just don't get that payoff at the end. There's just no buckets. I mean, for the Pelicans, they just can't shoot. I mean, they were shooting like 40%, from the field and like 26% from 3. You're not gonna, and then they were like 66% from the free throw line. You can't put the ball in the hole. Regardless of the plays you got, the schemes that you run, you can't put that orange ball into that cylinder. You are going to lose like 95% of the time, unless the other team can't score as well. Now, the Mavericks, they shot like, 40% from the field, which is totally not good. But the reason why is because the majority of their shots came from the 3-point line, and you can have a lower percentage at the 3-point line. Instead of like 48 to 50% from field goal percentage, you need to have about I'd say about 36 to 40% from the 3-point line to make it good. So it pans out, everything balances out well. So and hey, look, I know. I'm not gonna go with the cliche again. I'm not gonna call them the Houston Mavericks. I'm not gonna do it. I said I'm not gonna do it. Because last game they shot like 49 3-pointer, 49, more than half of the shots they took. It's just an incredible. And being a person born and raised in Cleveland, Houston, Texas, and you got these Houston Rockets shooting 3-pointers. It's either 3-pointers or dunks, or they're not shooting anything in between. I know a lot about. I've seen James Harden take 18 3-pointers by himself in a game. So I've seen a lot of threes go up, but 49 was just. I was stunned. Mike D'Antoni was like, wow, Y'all really gonna shoot those many threes? I mean, that's how many it was last game. So I'm not gonna call them the Houston Mavericks, today. I'm not gonna do that because they didn't shoot 49 3-pointers. I mean, they only shot 45. So they didn't shoot 49. They only shot 45 3-pointers this game, so they showed a lot of restraint. Hey, kudos to the Mavericks lineup for not just jacking it up every single time. They only shot 45, today, which is crazy. But the good thing about it is, though, hey, like I said, they're continuing with the game plan. We're going to fire it up, whether I say it's a good game plan or not. They're continuing to fire it up and they're sticking with it, so they've got some consistency, and it showed that paid off today because they shot like 40% from the 3-point line, and hey, that is phenomenal and fantastic. And when you shoot as many as 45 and you shoot 40%, you are going to win. You are going to win. And then you got the opposing team shooting 26%, you almost shot like, man, you are going to win those ball games, and that's the bottom line. And that's the bottom line. That's the reason why they won the game. All that other stuff I could be talking about, you shot 45 3-pointers, you shot 40%, they shot 26%, which is outrageous, and they still shot like 41 threes. That's the thing. I can understand if you shoot 26%, but you only shoot 15 to 20 of them. They still shot 41% like they the Rockets, or like they the Mavs, okay? Or like they just got the Splash Brothers on the team. But what is going on? It was outrageous. That was terrible coaching by Alvin Gentry. But I'm just gonna move on from that. The Houston Mavericks, they lived by the 3, and the New Orleans Pelicans, they, of course, died by the 3. Speaking about those free throws that I just mentioned, they shot 66%. I'm talking about the Pelicans, but they only had, I think, like 15 free throws that they shot. That showed me that the Dallas Mavericks were playing excellent defense without fouling. They were contesting shots. They were moving around, down for the ball, helping the helper, and they were contesting shots without fouling, which was fantastic. And that's what I like to see as a ball club. Now, when we're talking about ball clubs, I said something about Alvin Gentry. There was some good coaching by your boy Rick Carlisle. And there was some bad coaching. I'm going to start with the good. We're going to start off on a good note. This is the first game of a back-to-back. They play the Timberwolves later on tomorrow. So you didn't want to overplay the starters, and they did that. For most of the starters, they played like in the 20-minute range, which was excellent. They got them boys out of there. They had an opportunity to rest, so no one got over-injured from playing too much. Then you need load management like Kawhi Leonard or something later on. That was good coaching from Rick Carlisle. JJ Barea, he came in and had some good minutes. He actually shot well from the field. I'm not mad about that. They also kept Jalen Brunson's minutes way down. I expect him to play tomorrow against the Timberwolves a lot of minutes to make up for that. I don't expect to see JJ Barea. Justin Jackson got minutes. He got extended minutes, even though a lot of it was in the fourth quarter when the game was kind of out of reach. He still got a bunch of minutes, which was good. So that was good coaching by Rick Carlisle. Like I said, I'm going to say the good and the bad. Dorian Finney-Smith, I think he played like 37 minutes. I understand that he wanted to play him to match up against Brandon Ingram, who also played 37 minutes. But Brandon Ingram still shot 50% from the field. Okay, he had some assists. He only had like 1 turnover. Still had like 24 points or something like that. So, imagine, I gotta have Dorian Finney-Smith out there, or he's gonna go off. He went off. That's what he normally does. He didn't slow him down. He didn't make him shoot a lower percentage than he normally does. He had a fantastic game, so you might as well play this guy lower minutes. You're going to need him to play against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So that was bad coaching in itself. You had Kristaps Porzingis, the unicorn. He only played like 18 minutes. So you're like, oh man, that's good coaching. Okay, I understand that. Look, listen. I'm going to get to Kristaps just in a minute. But you think about this, you think about the Pelicans. They were starting that rookie Jackson Hayes. He's 6'11", and he weighs like 220 pounds. 220 pounds at 6'11". And then you had Melly, who comes off the bench. He's like 6'9". He's like 235. Why was there no Boban on the court? This was horrific coaching at its worst. This guy has like a foot height advantage on both of them, and like 70 pounds on one of them and 60 on the other. And the Mavericks were bricking a lot of the non-3-point shots. They were bricking those shots. I mean, just bricking them left and right, especially Kristaps Porzingis. Why did Boban get some minutes? And you knew you were going to have to play a back-to-back. There's no excuse for that at all. He should have been pounding them boys every single time. There's nothing anybody on the Pelicans team could have done to stop him. He's 6'11" and he weighs 220. He's outweighed by 70-something pounds and like 5'8". That's outrageous. Then you got another 6'9". Come on. There's no excuse for that. If you think it was the right move, leave a message down in the comment section. But man, it's going to be hard to change my mind about that. That was pretty ridiculous. And like I said, when you add in the fact that Kristaps Porzingis was struggling, he didn't shoot a bunch of threes today. I think he went like 1 for 3. But he went like 1 for 8 from inside the arc, which is like 2-point shots. Man, Rick Carlisle, they said he was an offensive genius and he's a wizard on the court. Man, you got to find a way to get him some better shots in the paint, in and around the paint. Doesn't make any sense. You got a 7'3" guy and he can't score over a rookie, Jackson Hayes, who's 6'11". You got like 4 or 5 inches on him. It's ridiculous. And then the 6'9" guy comes in. You got to be turning around shooting over and over and over. You got to wear them boys out down in the paint so the game is over early. I'm talking about the game over early because they went into the fourth quarter. They were only up by 9. I mean, the Pelicans couldn't throw a rock in the ocean off the boat, and they was still. I mean, it was horrific. How can you let the struggling team with their star player hasn't even played during the season? Lonzo Ball, he was there, but he wasn't there. He's still totally unaggressive. I was sad to see that. God, that hurt my heart. I'm like, oh my. But everybody's like, oh, he's trash. He's a bust. But like the last game, he had like 14 points, some assists, some rebounds, some steals. He had an excellent game, but nobody's paying attention. They're just casual fans. They just watch it because it was on TNT, and they're like, "Oh man, this is the first game I've watched all season. Oh, he's trash." People don't really know about the intricacies of the game of basketball when you only watch one game a month, or you're on a bandwagon because your team is winning all of a sudden. So that's outrageous. I don't really pay that no mind. He just needs to learn to be consistent. The same thing I'm asking about the Mavs and Rick Carlisle. He needs to learn to be consistent. That's how you become good at your job. It's not about having a great game once a week or once a month or anything like that. That's what that's all about. So he still needs to work that out. He's still a young man. I still have total confidence in him that he will be able to work that out. And you got my boy Tim Hardaway Jr., the streakiest of streak shooters known to man. He is on a downward streak right now. No one's really noticing because Luka keeps having these monster games and they won against some really competitive and good teams, so no one's really paying attention. He was hot for a minute and now he's back cold again, at least shooting from 3. There's no problem with that. You want to keep him in the starting lineup as long as him and Seth Curry aren't cold at the same time. Everything is good. Seth Curry came out there. He was knocking down shots. He was feeling like Steph is my brother. He was feeling like he was feeling himself today. So he was knocking down all kinds of shots, shooting a high percentage. Kudos to that. So that balances it out. Tim Hardaway's cold as day. Hey man, Seth comes in and he's knocking down shots. So we good to go. Tell him where to go. We are good to go with that. But you know who didn't have a struggle this game? The reason why. Before I get, who I'm talking about. I'm gonna let y'all think who I was about to talk about right then. But with KP. Man played like 18 minutes. Okay. Had like 7 points. The good thing about this game, he did have 6 rebounds, so that's outstanding. I'm not mad at that at all. He didn't chuck up a bunch of threes. He missed them too, so at least he's trying to do the different things instead of just being a spot-up jump shooter. Good with that. But the best thing about his performance, the second best thing about his performance is that I noticed that someone's watching my videos. someone is watching my videos from the Dallas Mavs. I don't know if it's Mark Cuban. Call out, because I told you in the last game, I was like, hey, I understand you was hurt. You're coming off of that. You're not going to be fantastic. You're not going to dominate with 28 points a game and 14 rebounds. I'm not asking you to do all that. I'm just saying you're still 7-3 and you're not currently injured. So, hey, I don't expect you to dominate, because you got to get back into the rhythm, get over that mental hurdle of being injured and learning to trust your body. But you're still 7-3. You've got to average at least 1 block a game. They need that from you down low. You are the anchor of the defense. You've got to have a block a game. And the bad thing about it, he had like 5 monstrous man-sized blocks. It set the tone in the first quarter, and the boys didn't want no more parts of that. They were like, every time we go and I'm getting myself rejected, Drew Holiday was getting rejected. Get that out of here. Don't bring that. I know this is your house, but don't even bring it into your house. I'm blocking shots in your house. So that was great and fantastic. But you gotta be cool to come. You're like, oh man, he got blocks. You don't want someone to get, when they play a trash team or a team that's struggling, you don't want them to have to pad their stats. You don't want them to have 10, 15 blocks in one game, and then the next 10 games you have none. So it averages out to about 1 block a game, but you're not really being effective in all those 13 to 14 other games. You just have one big breakout game that skews your averages and makes it look like, yeah, he's getting a lot of blocks in games. No, he got a lot of blocks one game, and then the rest of those games he's getting no blocks. So there's no deterrent at the rim. There's no blocks being happening. Nobody's changing their shots. But he needs to average. He needs to not average. He needs to have at least 1 block a game. This will go. Hopefully, I saw some movement from him, some effort. I saw heart and desire. When he was guarding this man, somebody was driving in. He was coming in to help. That's what I'm looking for. Hey man, you right there in the paint. Come on over and make him change that shot. If he still makes it over you, cool, kudos. But don't just let him have it. Don't just let him have it, man. You got to have 1 block a game. He got 5 monstrous man-sized blocks, and that kept the Mavericks in the game along with this guy. I don't know if you know, but he recently won Player of the Month for his fantastic performance all season long. Luka Magic.
Lonzo usually plays pretty good D, but there's no defense for the step back of Luka Magic. First night of a back-to-back. Look, they're trying to take it easy, but still get the win, and KP for 3. He likes draining them jumpers, even though that's the only one that he made. Luka is wide open. The disrespect is on another level. There's like, I'm just not going to guard him. This guy is wide open. Luckily, the shot did not go in, but who's down there banging with the big boys? That is Luka Magic, doing it all on his way to a career high 18 rebounds. And then he's getting assists along with it. He is doing it all. The step back, the spin, the fade away in your face. Take that 6'9" center who shouldn't be guarding Luka Magic. What is you ridiculous? What are they drinking out there? I know there's probably some bourbon or some wine over there. 6th grade, it don't make no sense. Look, wide open again. That step back is lethal. It is working right now. I said 6th Street. I think that's in Austin. I don't know. I'm not a big drinker, but great pass. Great drive to the hole. It must be great playing with Luka Magic, because you ain't got to work that hard. Pick and roll. Drive into the hole on the rookie. Takes it into his chest strong. He was looking for the call, but he initiated the contest. So good no call, ref. Finally, for first time of the season, the refs got it right. But coming back again, there is no stopping Luka. The step back from deep. It's good. Can somebody please put a hand in that man's face? That was a half-hearted attempt at a screen. Not necessary. He said, I got the three. I'm looking at the hands. Oh my God. Oh, Venmo. Give back to KP Porzingis. And another three from deep. It's good. No need to even step back that time. Goes around the pick and roll. And I'm just going to take it all the way to the basket. Strong, big man move right into Jackson Hayes. His chest has got to be sore right now. Our minds is sore just from watching right into the stomach. That could have been an offensive foul, but he got away with it because he's a superstar like that. Now, I know he's going to get the assist on this play, but this guy ended up with more points than the rest of the Mavs starters combined. Did you hear what I said? More than the rest of the Mavs starters combined. That's why we call it Luka Magic.
I'm not mad at Luka Magic at all. He carried the team. He shot 50% from the field, which was fantastic. Shot like 78% from the free throw line. So he's driving to the hole, getting those fouls called, getting them in the penalty into the bonus, and knocking down the free throws. And he shot 40%. He shot 40% from the three-point line. Them step backs and everything. Side step just working. He was splashing on them boys, and that was all fantastic. I know. Why didn't you mention the career high in rebounds? As a point guard, I don't really get onto like, oh man, he got a bunch of rebounds, It's easy to get, especially defensive rebounds as a point guard, because you're taught growing up, from junior high or middle school, whatever y'all call it, you're taught as the point guard, when the shot goes up, you're supposed to drop back. So if I'm on defense and I'm the point guard, there's no one to stop me because he's dropping back to protect against the fast break. So I go for you. You just go down there, you get a bunch of rebounds. There's no one to guard you. No one's boxing you out. So you just go up there and get a bunch of rebounds. So I don't really get on that. Even though he did go down and get them, and 18 is a lot. That is a lot. That's not like 8 or 9. Like a little triple-double machine, Russell Westbrook. But man, he's a point guard. No one's guarding him. He's going up there, and he was stealing rebounds from other Thunder plays, which is ridiculous. I don't even want to talk about that, how ridiculous that is. That is not team player concept. They're just thinking about padding your stats. But no, it's not like Luka was doing that. He gets a lot of rebounds because, like I said, there's no one on there. Sometimes he goes and he is banging with them boys. And when you're not just 7, 8, or 9, or 10 to get your triple-double, you have 18, you're dead serious about that. You are banging against people. You are working super hard. So, and like I said, a career high, kudos to you for doing that. The problem that I have, I think he had 5 assists and 4 turnovers or something, and it was horrific. He's got to stop throwing that damn ball away. He's got to do it. He's got to tone that up. But I guess when you're doing everything all the time and you're the star of the Luka show, because nobody else is really doing anything. No one else took even more than, for the most part, most of the people on the team didn't take more than 4 or 5 shots because Luka was doing it all. He absolutely could not be stopped, and he was on, like I said, national television, on TNT, I guess cable, whatever, and he wanted to make the point that, man, I need to be in this MVP conversation. I'm definitely going to be starting in the All-Star game, going to be first team All-NBA, and that's just for starts. So if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. If you like this video, Hulk, smash that like button to let the algorithm and the people who run YouTube know just how much you're enjoying these videos. And if you really want to support this channel directly, go to the link in the comment section and in the description box. Send just $1 to help this channel continue to grow. I'm Ironman from the music group theLottory, Showtime Records. Holla.